He knocked over the small figure on the table, but then a loud bang came from outside. He pushed the door open with worry. To his shock, he found his vital friend had left this world at the moment the toy fell. It all happened without warning. He stood frozen in disbelief when he returned from his friend's funeral. A few kids were at it again, mocking his 4'5" height. "Hey dude, where's Snow White? What happened to your dwarf buddy?" Ben was used to this bias. His small stature often startled others. "Oh, I'm really sorry." Even a trip to the store would be talked about behind his back. "Look, don't say that, he'll hear you." Though harsh, these comments, and being kind-hearted, usually ignored them, because he knew that inner peace and resilience were the best ways to combat external chaos. But when he tried to check out, his height was almost level with the counter, which caused the clerk to overlook him. "Sorry, didn't see you. Has your card?" Perhaps it's just unbearable to endure the stares and whispers, and chose to flee the noise. He went to a quiet country home to hide away, but while on the road, he nearly had a mishap. A woman driving accidentally dropped her glasses, leading to her car losing control. It swerved violently towards him. Finn had to jump into the ditch to avoid it, though he'd ended up muddy. He was lucky to escape unharmed. The woman rushed out of the car to help, but slipped and nearly fell. Seeing this, kind Finn didn't blame her. He just brushed off the dirt and turned to leave. But their story was far from over. Finn went to the store to buy some supplies, but the store owner quickly grabbed a camera to capture this rare little person. "Hey, look here." Faced with surprised stares and blatant discrimination, Finn was already used to it, as he was carrying home his groceries. A dramatic scene played out again. The woman who nearly collided with him appeared once more. She instinctively wanted to drop her coffee to dry, but Finn suddenly had a sense of foreboding. The woman spilled her hot coffee. Oh my god. Finn was very puzzled, but this incident made Finn firmly believe that Olivia did it on purpose. But Olivia cunningly argued, "I'm really sorry. Just stand there still." Finn was left speechless, faced with Olivia's offer to take him home. He unhesitatingly chose to refuse. He truly couldn't praise her driving skills. Afterward, Finn returned to his countryside cabin. It was an abandoned station by the railroad. Time had left its mottled marks on it. He unlocked the rusty door. The room is a mess with no water or power, but Finn felt content because it was, after all, his warm little abode. However, while Finn was relaxing to read, the woman who nearly crashed into him earlier came knocking. She said she came to apologize. She really stressed it. "Don't worry, I didn't drive." Olivia handed him a carefully selected bottle of wine as a sincere apology for her earlier mishap. "With alcohol affecting me." The two soon chatted easily. Olivia opened her heart and shared her story. She said she once had a lovely son, but an accident took his life. Finn listened silently to Ollie's tale. "Please don't look at me like that." These words left Finn taken aback. He didn't know how to respond, and after Olivia spoke, she lay quietly on the couch asleep. The next day, Olivia woke from her slumber. To avoid troubling Finn unnecessarily, she decided to sneak away while Finn was out. Yeah, at the moment she was about to leave, she ran into the food cart guy. Jill greeted her warmly. "Didn't you catch the train last night?" "Hello." Meanwhile, after a night in the tub, Finn just came out to tidy up the house. Suddenly, a loud knock broke the morning silence. Jill handed Finn a fresh cup of coffee. With a flattering smile on his face, he bluntly asked Finn for tips on love, because in over a month of running the stall, he had never managed to talk to Ollie. Not even for a simple exchange. And Finn had just arrived here a day ago, yet managed to have Ollie willingly stay overnight. This made Jill view Finn's charm with fresh eyes. Just then, a phone's ringtone interrupted their conversation. It turned out that Ollie's phone was accidentally left here. He handed it to Finn. Then he sat on the sofa, all set to watch. Clearly, no matter how Finn explained, his words felt inadequate. Just then, the food cart showed up. He had to leave first. As he got to the door, he signaled Finn, "If there's another chance to be with Ollie, could you take me along? Can I be invited next time Ollie's there?" "But we don't have any plans." "I know, I meant if there is, but we don't." "Okay, but I mean just in case." "Alright, hey." Icon. My icon. Finn was baffled by this. He was confused how he had suddenly become someone else's icon overnight. A person's life is always dull. At those times, Finn liked to stroll along the railway. He'd wander aimlessly, as if searching for something, or maybe dodging something. At some point, a little girl quietly followed him from behind. He turned to greet her kindly. But the little girl was scared away by Finn's appearance. In fact, the girl was often teased by classmates for her weight. She originally thought Finn was a child discriminated against like her, but she didn't expect him to be a dwarf with a grown-up's face. About this response, Finn didn't care much about it, since he was used to the coldness and mockery of the world since birth. He faced abandonment by his real parents, betrayal from close friends, and nonsensical ridicule from strangers. What else could he not endure? Besides, this was just a small child being scared. But soon after, the little girl Winnie mustered her courage to come back. She apologized to Finn for her rudeness and sincerely invited him to be friends with her. Faced with this pure invitation, Finn neither refused nor plainly agreed. He saw the sincerity in the girl's eyes, but he feared that genuine innocence hid a dark heart behind it. Later, he took Olivia's phone to her place. After setting the phone on the bench outside, he didn't greet her nor leave a note. He left without looking back, because he wanted no complex ties with anyone. Then he went to the library, hoping to find some books to kill time. However, his short stature shocked the librarian. "Oh, I'm sorry." But Finn didn't mind. He focused on choosing his favorite books. Then the librarian asked Finn for his library card or proof of residence in the town to borrow books. Finn was suddenly at a loss. These formalities were a real headache for him. But at this key moment, Olivia stepped in to help him again. Perhaps out of guilt from a few days ago, she offered to help Finn. But unexpectedly, Finn once again declined her kindness. He left the library in haste without much exchange. But when Finn got home, he was surprised to find that the book was quietly lying at his door. "Olivia left it for you." Adult. This strengthened Joel's opinion of Finn. He thought Finn was a love expert. He chose to ask Finn for help. As from that day on, Joel greeted Finn warmly every morning. He remembered to greet others after work. He even became very chivalrous. If he heard customers mocking Finn, Joel wouldn't hesitate to stand up and stop it. "Hey, shut up! What's up, Joe? Go away!" Finn sometimes sits on the bench, lost in a book. Joe noticed and came over to him. He picked up a train guide and started flipping through it. Joe didn't get what the train guide meant, yet he thought it was key to win well. Besides, Finn had another reason for staying here. Trains occasionally whizzed by on the nearby tracks. Finn always carefully noted the time of each train. Yes, he's just that meticulous and dull. On the road, Joe's chatter erupted again. Finn just gave him a pat response. That's when Joe spotted Ollie coming back from shopping, so he quickly turned his talking to her. Ollie gave a few short replies and planned to leave, but Joe seized the chance to say, "Can you give me a ride back? I hurt my foot." Ollie hadn't meant to jump in, but seeing Finn standing quietly by, she had to accept Joe's kind invite. Back at the station house,